back, and it's time to do offer review, although we're not going to cover any offers today, but we're going to talk about some issues going on with the game and some things to be aware of for next week's event. First thing, kind of annoying, is that we've been having a lot of crashes with the game, and the crashes deemed to be being caused by the drag and drop, and that has been temporarily disabled. I know I got stuck on the event, and because I was moving the characters around, and I showed them footage of that, and now I'm thinking it's like, I'd rather deal with that particular issue of crashing than not having drag and drop. Hands down, this has been the best quality of life thing that they've added to the game. Team placement's important, and it is super annoying to have to go back and not have drag and drop. Best thing ever added to the game. The only thing that I would want more than this, or in addition to this, would be a way to toggle ISOs right before you go into battle. This is a big deal, and I got to give props to Scopely. This right here, oh, look at that guy, Kendall. He's observing. He's making sure I'm doing it right today. This was the old raid season, right? And the problem with this is that there was ranked rewards like 1 through 10, and then like 11 through 100. Then it goes into percentages. So pretty much only the top 150-ish, 160-ish alliances were getting these important pieces right here. So if you go in game, it has been changed. It looks like top 5,000 alliances are going to be getting what like the top 150 were getting before. This is huge. The old system, we complained about it a lot, was super steep. And these particular pieces right here do have the Gear 18s, which is vital for getting into Dark Dimension 6. So I want to applaud Scopely in changing this. And also, the game has a problem with these percentages right here, like top 1%, top 2%, specifically like on the Scourges. We're going to talk about that because when the number of players eligible for the leaderboards goes down drastically, then sometimes this 1 or 2% gets completely negated out by the top 2,000 or something like that. And this is going to be an issue because on the Green Goblin event, which is going on later in this week, is going to have for leaderboard eligibility a minimum of 400,000 points. And this is what they've been trying to do on Nova and Black Cat, but there were some issues with that and some community outcry, but they pretty much explicitly stated that going forward is going to be 400,000 instead of 100,000. Now, I'll explain why this is bad, but the reason why this is bad is that when they had the first Morgan Le Fay event, I believe the minimums were only 10,000. And that means that the percentages and the leaderboards were based off of a higher number of people. I'm just pulling numbers off the top of my head. I think that number was close to 300,000. And Bendable said the rough estimate for 100,000 players, which would have been like the Black Cat event and the Nova event, would have been 180,000. And so we're guessing the 400,000 score is going to be somewhere between 80 and 135,000 people, as opposed to the original Scourge leaderboard event that we had, which was based off of 10,000 points to be eligible for the milestones, was closer to a 300,000 number. And that is going to be problematic if they continue to do these percentages, because the 1% and the 2% won't even matter when they have a smaller number of players eligible for the leaderboard. So, two things. One, I wish they would make it 100,000 instead of 400,000. And two, if they're going to continue on with this 400,000, my hope is that they do some sort of updated system like they did with the raid season rewards. All right, let's move on. This is also kind of giving some more context to what we're talking about. The Black Cat was accidentally put at 100,000 from the Nova mishap. Then we let them know it was wrong days before the launch. Then they kept it, but stated they would change it. So what this is saying is that I don't think that the Black Cat or even the Nova one was supposed to be at 100,000. I think their original design intent was 400,000, but through the community outrage and things like that, they changed it to 100,000. Change it to 100,000. Pretty please. Freezes. And when I was looking at Reddit today, I would say that out of the 15 posts I looked at, I would say a little bit less than half of them were about bug issues and freezes and lag. And even on my stream today, I think I had the game crash 3 times. It's unacceptable. Maybe hire some QA or something. I'm just saying. Oh, wait. Please make Web Warriors good again. And I don't know if you've watched me on Reddit, but I have a system where if I read a post, I upvote it, right? If I read a post, I upvote it. That way, not that I agree with the post or have anything to do with the post, but that way I just know that I read a post. This post is downvoted. I hate characters with dodge. I hate the Web Warriors. I hate Vision. I hate OG Spider-Man. Dodge is garbage. I don't ever want to see them on the other side of the team again. I never want them to be relevant. Delete the Web Warriors. They're trash. I'll upload it. Anyways, blog post. All right, we're going to talk about this because there's an event starting tomorrow called Wakandan Warriors. So if you want to maximize this event, which is an alliance event based off Cosmic Crucible wins, the 2 teams that you can get bonus points for are going to be Wakandans and New Warriors. And so I guess you don't want them on defense. I don't think any people generally put New Warriors on defense, but people do put Wakandans. But this is super frustrating in many different ways because you're forced to either play the event correctly, which may be in direct conflict with the event being played correctly. It's almost like you have to play like incorrectly if you want to min-max the events. And I think Rastel and Steven spelled this out on a couple reasons why this is problematic. And there's a lot of good things in the blog, but we care about that. That said, what is going to take for Boundless to get these events right? Cosmic Crucible is a solo event. It is solo content. It shouldn't be a part of alliance-based events. It's pretty simple. I don't see why this even needs to be pointed out, much less pointed out over and over and over. Yes, we keep saying this over and over again. Secondly, Cosmic Crucible should use fight, not win. Even when it wasn't for matchmaking or people putting turtles on defense, the game is currently plagued with lag and crash issues that we are told are out of the hands of the devs. Yeah, they're scrambling to get this stuff fixed. Now, more than ever, winning CC should not be a requirement. Lastly, not only is this a CC Alliance-based event, not only is it win CC, but is win with Wakandans. Seriously, Boundless has been doing a lot of things great for the game, but please stop overshadowing the positive things you're doing with the needlessly bad designed events like this. Yeah, it just simply drives me insane that you know, I don't know that Wakandans are in the top 6 offensive teams for Cosmic Crucible, and nor do I know that based off of my opponent's set defense that winning and going full clear 6 for 6, that Wakandans are going to be a part of that plan. But if I want to do well in the event, I've got to use Wakandans. I just think it's terrible design. Lastly, I just wanted to give my final take on teams that I used. I did unlock Super Scroll, yay me, but I wanted to just show what I used for Dark Dimension 6 and my thoughts on the characters that I did take. Global, I feel like it would have been very challenging without Apocalypse, if not nearly impossible. I feel like Apocalypse did most of the heavy lifting, and I don't think I would suggest for anybody doing Global without Apocalypse. Quicksilver also was insanely helpful. I do think that Gambit was marginally good, and I have not really. I mean, I don't think they were terrible choices, Black Widow and Captain America. They were acceptable choices, but there was a newer character that you like, or character that you like better than these two, I wouldn't hesitate to slot these three out. Do recommend Apocalypse and Quicksilver. For Cosmic, I feel like Vol, Kang, Kestrel, and Photon were excellent. This was kind of one of probably the more challenging parts of Dark Dimension 6, and Star-Lord Annihilation was not helpful. And my understanding is that when I get to Cosmic for my second run, I'll be placing my Super Scroll there in place of Star-Lord Annihilation. And Cosmic had a Dark Dimension 3 feel to it. Like it just a lot of minimal progress. And my understanding is that when I put Super Scroll here instead of Star-Lord Annihilation, I'll be able to one-shot these nodes. Anyways, feel good about those four, not so much him. All right, City. Robbie is the best, and I felt that Ms. Marvel Heartlight was very good. And I think Spider-Man Big Time was useful also. A lot of people are telling me now that they're using Vulture, and they like Vulture here a lot. I didn't use Vulture, but I had okay experience with Firestar and Spider-Man 2099. If you want to use something different there like Vulture, go for it. Non-Horseman Legendary. I debated stalling going into this and not using Shuri and using Green Goblin Classic, which the event starts next week. I think that will be better for most people. So I don't necessarily recommend Shuri. I was reasonably happy with the other four. Doc Ock has got a rework, and he's going to be used on the new Superior 6 and Sinister 6 team. So I thought that was good. Black Cat, of course, is great. Nova's great. Mutant was, Omega Red was helpful, for sure. Legendary or Apocalypse, there you go. That's what I used. And again, I'm not sure if Green Goblin would be actually a better than, let's say, Doc Ock. We will have to see. I actually ended up using Shuri here as well because of cooldowns and coring. And, I think I actually did end up using Shuri on the final blow, as you may have seen. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm pretty hyped for Green Goblin this week. Can't wait. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.